All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here on Texas Live and Local at 4 o'clock. I'm Anthony Antoine. My co-anchor, Coco, is off today, so I'm holding it down by myself here, but we got a lot of good guests coming in to talk about a lot of good activities happening in our area. So first and foremost, we've got Juneteenth. You know, it's coming up on June 19th, but we have a lot of events that's been taking place here all month long, and one of them that's really important is happening here this weekend. So we have a guest coming in, and we'll talk about that event. Not to mention Father's Day. It is right around the corner. Hopefully you guys already have something for dad, but if you don't, we might have a couple options here for you, as well as if you may be thinking about throwing dad, have him put some meat on the grill. We got some recommendations for you on that front as well. So lots to talk about here. Hopefully you guys are going to be tuned in, having a good time with me here for the next hour. But first, it is pouring cats and dogs outside here in Houston, Texas, and other parts of Texas as well. So let's check in with meteorologist Misha Shade.
Well, Anthony, it has been a super rowdy week out there. We've been dealing with round after round after round of heavy rain, even a few strong to severe storms mixed in. The worst of it really came through this morning. It was rough out there. We had severe storms, flash flood warnings galore. You could see all of that widespread rain that rolled through. The worst of it actually right along the coast, likely from Victoria through Edna, Palacios, Bay City, and Lake Jackson. That's where we had some of the heaviest rain and some of the biggest flash flooding issues. But even eastern parts of Harris County did go under a flash flood warning just east of Houston for parts of the morning. At this point, we've got some showers still rolling through, not nearly as heavy of rainfall as we had this morning, but still a little bit of shower action showing up around Edna and down around Port Lavaca, and that is where we've had some of the biggest rain totals. In fact, over the last 12 to 24 hours, anywhere from 6 to about 12 inches of rain showing up down around Palacios, Port Lavaca, Victoria, Edna. We had severe thunderstorm warnings here. We had flash flood warnings here, and we still have a flood advisory or flood warning still going on here through about 5:30. So still, even though the heavy rain has gone away, some of those streets are still going to be flooded. So certainly be very careful if you're going to be down in that area. Notice from Beaumont to Houston, down to Wharton, down to Angleton, Galveston, we're still in the red for that street flooding risk. So that is a moderate, unusually high 3 out of 4 risk through this evening. So we're not anticipating super heavy rain, but any additional rain that we get will aggravate the flood threat that already is pretty high out there. All right, here's an update for our flood watch. It looks like the National Weather Service just removed several counties from this flood watch, including Harris County. That's all of Houston. Montgomery County no longer in the flood watch, and Walker County, including Huntsville, taken out of that flood watch. So really, the flood watch just continues for our southern and southwesternmost counties down towards Jackson County, where we got tons of rain this morning, and also over towards Brazoria County and the Matagorda County area. So the flood threat will remain on the higher side there because they've already picked up anywhere from 6 to 12 inches of rain. Some of the exact rain totals for you: Sargent close to 10 inches, Midway close to 8 inches, Baytown area, Goose Creek at I-10 between 6 to 7 inches of rain from this morning. San Bernard close to 6 inches, and League City around 4 to 4.5 inches. Baytown, you picked up almost 7 inches, Alvin close to 6, and Friendswood and Kingwood 4 to 4.5 inches of rain. So we are getting a break right now, but I just quickly want to show you this model showing maybe a few more showers and storms bubbling up, especially close to the coast as we go through this evening and tonight. So the threat for heavy rain, severe storms, not completely over with. So be careful out there. Make sure you have a way to get alerts. And of course, later on in the show, I will have a look at what is cooking out there in the tropics.
All right, Ramisha, thank you so much. And just take a look at what we're seeing here because of that rain Ramisha just mentioned all across the area here. This video coming out of the river in New Braunfels. The city has temporarily closed access to the Comal River due to the fast-moving water. There's some worry, though, about poor visibility and debris making conditions unsafe. You can see how fast that water is rushing there in the video. The Guadalupe River remains open, but the water, again, moving super fast. You want to be cautious. And we had a possible tornado that touched down south of Austin now as storms roll through central Texas overnight, leaving behind some damage. Let's take a look at some video here. The tornado is believed to have hit the Wimberley area. Some damage reported so far has been minor. like down trees here you may see in some of this video in some spots. This is actually some video here from our sister station, Fox 7 in Austin, Texas, as crews were out there trying to just survey the damage. But again, you see some of those down trees because of the possible tornado there. Officials have not confirmed anything as far as a tornado. You know, the National Weather Service still has to get out there, do their evaluation before they can name it an EF0, EF1, whatever the case may be. But there are some low water crossings, though, that remain closed in the area. So, again, that is up there out west in Austin, Texas. All right, let's talk about Juneteenth, right? June 19th is the big day that we are celebrating when it was official that word made it down here to Galveston area that slavery was over. Well, joining me now to celebrate freedom, culture, and community, we are joined by Carolyn Campbell to talk about events happening at Miller Outdoor Theater here this Saturday and Sunday. How are you?
Yes, actually, it's at Miller and at Avenida and Discovery Green.
Yeah.
And this is our third year for Houston First Corporation, the city's destination marketing organization. We promote the city around the world as a destination. And this is our third year sponsoring a festival. Okay. So we start out Friday at Miller Outdoor Theater. Yeah. And let me just tell you, LaToya Luckett, one of the names yes, you've heard that name.
Homegrown?
Right, homegrown. Ruben Studdard from
American Idol.
Come
on, Ruben.
The Ernest Walker Band.
Yeah.
They're all going to be out there and they at Miller. Now this is on
Miller.
Friday.
On Friday, yes.
Starts at 8:30. You see some video there. And they're going to be giving a tribute to some musicians who have, I guess, help create the legacy of music in our community. People like, of course, Roberta Flack. We have to give her props. Luther Vandross, Johnny Taylor, Frankie Beverly, we lost him too, Tony.
Yeah.
So all of that starts out Friday at Miller.
Now, let me tell you, that's some good music now.
That's some good music.
All the people you just named left a legacy.
Uplifting, and you don't want to miss that. Yeah. But we also, it's the whole weekend. Yeah. We have Saturday and Sunday at Avenida and Discovery Green. So we want to invite everybody out. It's a family festival. We'll have live music, live bands. One of my favorite bands, local bands, City Band, and some of the other names I want to throw out there.
Yeah, please, them off for sure.
Shawnee Murrell, Michelle Knight. I don't know. Do you do boots on the ground?
Do I do boots on the ground? If I didn't before now, I do. Listen.
Let me tell you, I've tried to do it. My cousins tried to teach me at my uncle's birthday party. 2 left feet. They sat me down. But we're going to have line dancers out there. It's really going to be fun. We're going to have line dancers out there. Yeah. And if you don't know boots on the ground, you can come out there and learn with me Saturday and Sunday, Avenida Houston and Discovery Green. Or if you already know, then you get out there and show your stuff. But it's what I really want to impress upon everybody, it's a great way to celebrate freedom, community, culture. We're going to have over 100 Black vendors from the Black market, and we're partnering with Discovery Green, with Miller Outdoor Theater, and with KTSU. So this is a great partnership. It's a good time to bring family out, and Sunday is Father's Day. Yeah. So we're going to have a special tribute for fathers. So bring your uncle, your father, your grandpa, your son, your brother, cousins, bring them all out there and enjoy. We'll have food. There's also going to be a wellness stage, live podcast. So it's community. It's talking, it's enjoying each other with live music, support local live music. And so you can do that at Miller, or you can come out. You can do all 3 days.
I was just about to say, now listen.
The best thing?
What is the best thing?
The best thing is it's free. It's free. It's free.
And some of the names you drop there, you know what I mean? To get all those folks in one area for free is borderline impossible.
Yes.
So you can really enjoy a full weekend of good entertainment here with your loved ones and your family. That doesn't get any better than that.
And support a lot of the local Black vendors. I got these last year there. They're really cute.
Yeah, they are. I love them.
So we'll have vendors out there, artisans, arts, crafts. So it's a good chance for you not only to enjoy live music. We're going to have two stages, a big stage over at Discovery Green, a big stage on Avenida, and in between all of that, food vendors and more than 100 Black vendors offering everything from art to crafts.
I love this so much.
Yeah.
I really do, because I think sometimes we can lose the sense of community and what that really means, right? And when you have an event like this in our community that's free of charge, inviting community and inviting you to participate, there's so much value in that, and I appreciate you and everyone behind you making this happen. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We really appreciate that. And if you miss any of that, where can people go to kind of just get the
To go and get all the information, go to avenidahouston.com or to visithouston.com, and you can get all the information on all the artists at Miller Outdoor Theater. I didn't get to list everybody that's coming between Saturday and Sunday at Avenida Houston and Discovery Green. A whole slew of folks.
Yes, Ms.
So
Carolyn,
yeah,
we appreciate you.
All
Thank
right.
you so much for coming in.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Of course.
Boots on the ground.
Just bring the fan. Where them fans? You just gotta have a fan. Once you got the
All
fan,
right.
you'll be
I
all
know
right.
where those fans at.
All right, Ms. Carolyn, thank you. Hey, we got a feel-good story for you now. So down in the Galveston County area, a woman was celebrating her engagement, but then lost her ring. And then with the help of Fox 26 and a couple of other folks and social media, we got a happy ending.
So we were out in Bolivar this weekend to celebrate my bachelorette party. And while we were off swimming, we had this float type thing. You know, I put my ring on my necklace. It's my cross necklace that I've had for over a decade now. I kind of slid over the edge of the floaty and my necklace got caught on one of the hooks and the chain broke. And as soon as I realized it was gone, my heart just sunk and I felt so terrible because, you know, I'm months away from getting married right now, and it was just really a horrible feeling to just kind of know that something that special is just sinking. And I just, you know, I swam to the bottom and I felt and I just broke down. So then all 5 of us are out there looking for the ring, and it kind of, you know, you kind of just feel that moment of defeat where you feel like you're not going to get it back.
Made our way back inside. Somebody on the beach had mentioned a Facebook group, so we posted about it in the Facebook group, and your names came up. You were highly recommended over and over again. You have to call Scott and Clyde, Scott and Clyde, Scott and Clyde. And then you reached out from Fox 26, and you were able to get a hold of the guys, and then they reached out to us. They hopped on the ferry shortly after. As soon as they hopped off the ferry, we ran down to the beach to meet them. So their expertise just really showed. It was so reassuring that he just got out of the truck and already had a plan.
I hunted the shoreline and the edge of the wash, and Scott went down into the deeper water.
No way.
Does that look like it there to you?
You
That's
found the
your cross.
cross.
Yes.
That's your cross, so now one to go.
Yep.
And I smiled because I knew that ring had to be in the general area. Now let's find your ring.
Yes, I believe in you.
How are you feeling?
This just gave me so much hope that they're gonna find my ring.
And I never forget this moment, honestly. As many as I found and returned, I have many stories I could share. But for right now, this is the story. This is what happened. This is the moment. And we're very, very happy to be part of it. Put it on again.
I could not have asked for a better end to this bachelorette trip.
All right, good for her. Find that. Hey, we got former Houston Texan Amobi Okoye joining us now. It's his birthday. First, shout out to you. Happy birthday, my man. But also, you're not just doing it for you, man. Your birthday is not about you. You're making it about the community.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on, man. And as soon as I got drafted into the NFL in 2007, I started my nonprofit organization, Mobile Okoye Foundation, which branches off into Kickoff for Kids and KTH, Changing Africa Through Education. And so it's always just been a thing of mine to give back, because before I got the calling of being a professional athlete. I wanted to be a doctor, and so the foundation is a way of me still fulfilling those needs as a doctor, even though I don't have a PhD.
Yeah,
I haven't ruled out being a doctor yet. You know, I mean, people become presidents in their 50s and 60s,
yeah.
and 70s.
It's never too late, man.
Why can't I become a doctor when that's late?
That's
So
what's
the
up.
foundation is what has been set up to kind of to give back and so the weekend, this weekend, my birthday just passed, but this coming weekend I'll be celebrating and giving back.
All right, so let's jump into some of those events where the kids out there, it's Father's Day weekend too, you know, so fathers out there, listen to some of these events, maybe take your son with you out there to kind of hang out. So
It starts off on Friday night. I do one of my programs called Movies and Motivation. It's at Star Cinema Grill off of I-10 and Beltway 8. And I'm hosting the first 50 to 100 kids to show up. And I'm going to watch a Karate Kid. And also I'm going to just talk to them and just give them a motivational speech. Have some motivational speakers also come in and some other former athletes come in and just wanting to talk to them, watch the movie with them. And then after the movie, they can go to Walk-Ons and Katie and eat. So
that's good, man. And that's a good movie too. Wax on, wax off.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot of what is it? Life lessons in that one.
Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi. And then Saturday, what we got? Play 60.
Yeah, it was in the morning. Starts off with I have a food outreach initiative with my church and the Houston Food Bank. Yeah. They come with a truckload of food, and we're just gonna the community signs up for it, and we give out the food, and it's we call it part of our Tackle Hunger program. And so that's in the morning. Then later on in the evening is the NFL Play 60 camp. The whole thing is the initiative of encouraging kids to drop the Fortnites and the iPads and go outside and actually get some vitamin D.
Yeah, you trying to start a fight. You know what I mean? Them kids, man, as soon as they're born, they got an iPad attached to them.
And I understand it. I got a kid myself, and it comes in very handy, but let's mix it into them still going out and actually socializing. And that's another thing with the movies and motivation is I try to get kids from all different creeds and origins to just socialize and communicate, because you never know. This person might be your boss down the line.
Yeah. And then you're wrapping up the weekend Sunday. What's on Sunday?
So on actually Saturday night first, I have a fundraising dinner.
Okay.
At a spot called Confessions. Yeah. It just opened up recently, so that will be Saturday night, and then on Sunday as well. Walk-Ons, the restaurant. I have a partnership with them. Both restaurants. The partnership is 10% of the proceeds go to the foundation to support the programs. Yeah. So those are the fundraisers.
Why are you being so deliberate, man, to like make sure and have like a footprint in the community in this way?
I think it's just the way I've been raised. Like I said, growing up, when I left Nigeria to come to the U.S., the whole goal was to get an education and become a doctor and help people, especially back home in Nigeria. Yeah. So the international part of my foundation, CATE, Changing Africa Through Education, is where I give back home in Africa. Unfortunately, I haven't done that in a while because I had a brain illness that cut my career short with football, and so I've been focusing on myself, obviously, and here in the States. But I'm looking forward to going back to Nigeria and continuing to give back there just as much as I give back here.
Yeah. What do you hope, man, when kids participate in your events here all weekend long? What do you hope they leave with, though, after they're done?
I hope they take some part of the message from myself or from the people that I have come and speak to them, the trainers that work with them during the camps. Yeah. Just any bit of knowledge, any nugget they can take from it to just further their path in life, and then also relationships they can get from the other pairs they associate with. You never know. That's always my end goal.
Build relationships. I love that, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming in, man. I love the work you're doing, and please let me know if you guys got anything else in the future. However we can help, just make sure.
No doubt. Yeah, I really appreciate that. We're always, volunteering is always the best way to give back. So volunteers, donations, partnerships, all of that. AmobioKoyeFoundation.com. Yep. That's my website where you can find out. And then obviously on social media, Amobio Okoye Foundation, and me, Amobio Okoye 91. Right. So
I appreciate your time, my man, for real.
Hopefully
you guys can get out there and participate this weekend. We'll be right back after this quick break.
All right, hello to you. It is now time to track the tropics. Of course, we've been dealing with very quiet conditions, a very slow, quiet start to the Atlantic Basin hurricane season. However, in the Eastern Pacific, things got quite active quite quickly. But of course, we are worried about what's happening in the Gulf, for Houston at least, and things are quiet right now, thank goodness. However, yesterday, Colorado State University forecasters did update their prediction for how many named storms, hurricanes, and major hurricanes they're expecting for the remainder of this hurricane season. And guess what? Things remained exactly the same. Still expecting 17 named storms, 9 hurricanes, and out of those, potentially 4 becoming major hurricanes. So you could see what we got last year, 18, 11, and 5, and the average 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes, and 3 major hurricanes. So far, we haven't gotten a thing in the Atlantic Basin just yet, but once we start to see those tropical systems pop up and it's strong enough to become a tropical storm, Andrea would be the first name on the list, and we go all the way down to Tanya, Van, and Wendy. So even though it's been a slow start, it's likely going to start to pick up by the end of the month, and especially for parts of July. Right now, still dealing with quite a bit of Saharan dust out there across the Atlantic, kind of limiting that tropical activity. Also, we are not anticipating any of this big time dust, the Saharan dust, to reach the H-Town area, or at least become pretty thick, maybe a tiny bit of it. But overall, it is going to help to limit the tropical activity for now, and most of that dust should stay out of the Houston area. However, as we check out our Fox weather model, we do see a few showers and storms out across parts of the Atlantic Ocean. You can see northern parts of South America over into some of the Caribbean islands, Mexico. There will be showers and storms, but we're not really seeing anything, at least for the Atlantic Basin, for the Gulf, for the Caribbean, for the Atlantic, that would trigger us and make us concerned that we would have potentially a tropical storm or hurricane developing. So our Fox model going all the way through Tuesday morning, showing some showers and storms across that Mexican Gulf Coast, but nothing that is concerning that would become a tropical system. So we are still looking good for now. No tropical activity expected, at least across the Atlantic basin for the next 7 days. However, it's not out of the question that we could get a hurricane in the month of June. It is very rare. If we were going to get that, you would see the area it would most likely develop would be eastern parts of the Gulf. Jumping into July, remember last year, that's when we had Beryl. It actually came pretty early on in the season on July 8th, and it was a monster for Houston. It wasn't extremely strong or powerful, but it dumped over a foot of rain and produced winds sustained near 90 miles per hour with gusts around 100 miles per hour. So we can get hurricanes definitely in June, at least occasionally, and definitely in July. So as we look at July, notice that Texas Gulf Coast still one of the areas of concern where we have a higher risk for a hurricane, and also parts of the western Atlantic and northwestern Caribbean. So we've got several areas to monitor. Overall, I think over the next few weeks, we will start to see more action around Central America and parts of Mexico. But I think the majority of the tropical action is likely going to be over in the eastern Pacific. But we'll watch and see if we can get anything going for the western Gulf or for the northwestern Caribbean. But things are quiet for now. Now, speaking of the eastern Pacific, of course, we've already had 3 systems, 3 named storms so far for this season. Of course, the eastern Pacific hurricane season began on May 15th, so we're almost 1 month in. We've already had Alvin, Barbara, and Cosme, and now we're looking like we're going to have Delilah and maybe a system after that developing over the next 2 to 7 days. So this area is now being called a potential tropical cyclone, and this is right off of that southwestern Mexican coast, very near Acapulco. So there is a high 90% chance that over the next few days, this system will turn into Tropical Storm Delilah. So it's being called potential tropical cyclone 4E, but soon to be Tropical Storm Delilah. So that potential tropical cyclone means that there are winds that are likely going to be tropical storm force that will likely impact parts of western and southwestern Mexico. And the forecast is showing a lot of certainty that this will become a tropical storm soon. So anticipate that being Delilah, moving north and west, maybe bringing some tropical storm force winds to parts of that Mexican coast near Acapulco if you are planning to head there. Now, to the south and east of that system, there's yet another potential system here. This one is just an area to watch with a 20% chance of development into something tropical maybe as we go into the next 7 days. So this is going to be off of that Central American western coast near Guatemala City and San Salvador. So we've got a lot to watch in the eastern Pacific, but at least things are quiet across the Atlantic basin. All right, let's get on to some more fun stuff. Your cruise forecast. Maybe you are about to hop on a plane and head to Cabo. Looks like there's going to be nothing but sunshine for the majority of the time. Maybe a few high thin clouds on Sunday, but Saturday all the way through Wednesday, if you're taking a cruise, if you're flying there, it is going to be beautiful weather in Cabo, 79 to 80 degrees for much of the weekend, and then 78 to 77 degrees by next Tuesday and Wednesday. So no weather issues expected for your Cabo vacation. If you're cruising to the Bahamas, Nassau, Bahamas, it will be breezy. Wind out of the east-southeast around 10 to 15 miles per hour, but high temps near 90, and just a slim shot for those afternoon pop-up showers. But I think there will be plenty more dry time. So if you're stopping there on a cruise, get off the ship, enjoy yourself, soak up the sun, look at some of the sights. Have a great time. All right, finally, Ocho Rios, Jamaica. Your cruise forecast for this weekend, Friday through Sunday. Temps in the upper 80s, isolated rain, but no tropical action expected here. So we are looking good. So bottom line, things are quiet across the Gulf, the Caribbean, the Atlantic, but Eastern Pacific remains busy. And of course, we will update you when we have Tropical Storm Delilah, which will likely be in the next 24 hours near Mexico. Well, that would do it for your tropical update for today. Of course, keep it here. We'll be giving you these updates every single day, so you will be in the know. You'll know exactly what's going down if you are about to take a cruise, or maybe you're heading out on a vacation in the Caribbean or to Mexico. We'll be right back as Texas Live and Local continues.
All right, welcome back, y'all, to Texas Live and Local. I'm Anthony Antoine, and listen, we know Father's Day is coming up here this weekend on Sunday, and if you still haven't made any plans for Dad just yet, how about you try something a bit unconventional, but it can also be a lot of fun, and that is where Cooking with a Twist comes in. We are joined by Chef Dee Dee Coleman, and she's got a nice little spread. But before we go any further, Dee Dee, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so now give me a little bit about your history. How did your business come to be?
So Cooking with a Twist is a totally hands-on and interactive cooking class studio. Yeah. We do cooking classes for adults and children. Catering, of course, was my first love. I've been a chef for over 25 years. Let me repeat that. I've been an award-winning chef
Period.
for over 25 years.
Let them know. Stop playing with her. Stop playing with her.
And I started doing cooking classes for couples in their homes, and we called it Kitchen Romance. And we actually do that at Cooking with a Twist now, but it's every Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's good.
And I just kind of got busy being on local shows here in Houston. Fox 26 was one. And so I decided to open up a cooking class studio. Yeah. And we will turn 10 years on the 15th of this month, as a matter of fact.
Clap it up for that.
Anniversary.
Congratulations.
So, so we've been rocking and rolling ever since June 15th, 2015.
And that's not easy to do, right, in this climate, these days. So staying open and giving back in this way. And I love how it's not something you do all the time. It's a fun class that you can come and take.
Definitely fun. People come in. They could be celebrating a birthday, anniversary, a girls' night out. I mean, it's just something fun to do, You
even have summer classes, summer camps, you were telling me, for kids.
We have kids' summer camps. This is our 10th year doing our kids' summer camp. We actually opened up in 2015 with a kids' summer camp before we even did an adult class. So this year is our our 10th anniversary of doing our kids' summer camp. So we always do a week-long camp for kids in June, and then we have a week-long camp for kids in July. And we get excited about that, and the kids love it.
I love that for the kids because, some of these kids these days, they can't even toast a piece of bread.
I know
so we got to get them together, right?
we bring something out of them that their parents can't bring out of them at home. The parents are surprised. They're like, my kids don't eat that. Yeah. But it's something about cooking it and enjoying it with, their friends that they actually make during the camp. And then, they tend to explore a little bit more when they're not around their parents. Yeah. So when their parents come to pick them up, it's like, can we go get the ingredients so we can make this at home? And the parents are just like, are you kidding me?
Because the kids feel like a sense of pride, right? They feel good about themselves. They feel
like, look, I did this. I want to show you that I can do this, and I actually ate this. So it's like a culinary camp for kids.
All right. So now Father's Day is coming up, and this can be a really good option for families to come out and enjoy.
Absolutely. We do Father's Day cooking class, Mother's Day and Father's Day cooking classes every year. Our Mother's Day cooking classes sell out just like that. I don't know what it is about Father's Day. I mean, I know we celebrate mom, but we actually celebrate dad too. And it's a fun, interactive class for dads to come in and do with their kids or their young kids, their grown kids, their wives or significant other and kids. It's something different than going to a restaurant and just sitting down and looking at each other.
I love it.
You're coming in, you're cooking. And I try to make the menu a little kid-friendly as well. And I change it up every year. So this year for Father's Day, we're going to do some baked potato soup, which I brought. I'll let you taste that later on. We're going to do chicken parmesan with pasta. We're going to fry some ravioli. And I think we're going to do a homemade banana pudding as well.
Oh, I love a banana pudding. Now, you mentioned here we got some soup in this pot.
Absolutely.
So can I get a little taste? Can I see what's going on?
Absolutely. Okay, so let me show you. This is what we're actually going to put together on Sunday for Father's Day, okay? So I'm going to take this top off. I have it already. Here,
it smells so good in here, by the way. You guys can't smell it, but it smells great in here.
So this is the baked potato soup. Right here. I've already fixed it. And this is actually the finished product. So this is what the fathers are going to make on Sunday. So I have my baked potato soup here. I'm going to top it with a little cheese, just like you would get at a restaurant. But you're making it, with your family and get a little bacon bits there. Little green onion.
I love it.
Here, I have a.
All right, so while I'm tasting, how can people sign up for these classes here?
So if you would like to sign up for the Father's Day cooking class or any other classes at Cooking with a Twist, you just go to cookingwithatwisthouston.com, and there's a tab at the top that says classes, and there's a drop down. You'll see the Father's Day class. You click on that, and you register for the class, and then you just come on in. All classes are BYOB. We do have, non-alcoholic beverages there, but all classes are BYOB. You come in and you enjoy a nice, interactive cooking class.
Chef Dee Coleman, thank you so much. I approve this message, by the way, so go ahead, fathers, sign up for that. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
And thank you for the soup. This is good.
Oh, absolutely.
Appropriate for the rain that's outside, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so maybe you want to go tech for Dad, maybe here on Sunday if you want to buy Dad a gift. Our sister station in Austin, Fox 7, has some ideas for it. Take a look.
Time to visit with the man himself, the high-tech Texan, Michael Garfield. Thanks so much for joining us on Father's Day week, the lead up where you give Dad a little love and some toys.
What are you expecting, brother? What are you expecting from your two kids?
They're showing up.
Oh, exactly.
Hopefully they'll have something with them. I don't know if they'll have something this cool like what you brought.
I got 3 boys. At this point in my life, just acknowledge me with a call or a card.
That's right. Yeah,
we're lucky.
But if you want to go next level, here's what you do.
This is what I've got a few ideas for you. Okay, so for kids, moms, dads, okay, this is something you can get for dads. Okay. I showed something like this a few weeks ago over here. This is wonderful because this goes on your side of your bed or this goes in your office. This is an all-in-one charger. And so it doesn't matter if you have... Yeah, if you didn't... So, but this is a different model. This is from a company called Scosh, okay? This is a Magic Mount Base Pro. And so you just kind of set it up. It swivels. If you've got a magnetic MagSafe thing, it obviously it connects. You can adjust this. And so now anytime something beeps or buzzes, you can see it. It charges it overnight too. And check this out, this thing. It has has a removable battery, and so when you take your phone off, it automatically claps on, and now you are set to go throughout the entire day. So this runs about $150 or so from Scotch, and boom.
Dad would
like
love
this
that.
thing too.
I'm fascinated by this. I mean, that's
you know why?
Old school, yeah.
I love it. Old school. You and I, maybe the relatively same age group over here. I want you to picture yourself, 1982, okay? And you're watching TV. It's black and white, and there's silence. All of a sudden, 1982 comes around, and it was the Commodore 64. It was color. It was 64 kilobits. It was like synthesizer sound. This is a 50% miniature scale of what's called the C64, and this is nothing but old school video games. Did you used to play them?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, my house didn't get it first. I was like jealous of my buddies. Got to figure out how to get a sleepover going on Friday.
This has all these games from summer games, and it's got it's not the typical Asteroids, but 64 games are built in, and it comes with an actual old school joystick. You plug this into your HDMI, and now, Dad, if you're maybe you're 45, 50, 60 years old or so, this is going to take you back in time. I love this. The C64 Mini.
And I will say this: my son is a massive gamer. Those kids, they love the history of these games sometimes too. So it'll be fun for the whole family. You'll love it. They'll love it too.
After playing the Xbox, and they kind of laugh at us like,
they'll laugh,
you grew up with this, but now you can actually play old school on your new school TV. I like this too. Charcoal. You a barbecue griller? Charcoal?
Yes, charcoal.
A lot of dads out there, they want to make sure that they are set for the entire summer. Starting and lighting and waiting for charcoal. It takes forever. Not with this thing. This is called the Luft. And what it is, this is a high-tech, very quick charcoal starter, because you charge it on a battery right here. Okay. You turn it on, and what it does, I don't know if you're going to feel this over here, but we can hear it.
Oh, it's cold in the studio. This is nice. Oh, wow.
This lights up to 1,600 degrees. You put it directly on your charcoal, directly on your briquettes. It lights up within a matter of minutes. No longer waiting for about 30 or 40 minutes to light up. Okay, this thing runs about $100 or so. Dads are going to love this thing. Yeah. Okay, now, no need for laptops, no need for desktops. Now tablets are all the rage. You think there's iPads, and which are out there too, but there's Android-based tablets. And I'm kind of an Android guy. This is a brand new one. Only been on the market 3 days.
Okay.
This is 3 days. See, I get the latest and greatest stuff, baby.
Yeah.
This is from OnePlus. Okay, they make great phones, they make great watches, and now they make the third version of their tablet. And this one, obviously, it folds, but it also comes with a removable keyboard. This you can take it off too, which is nice, and so you can sit and type on it. But it runs about $700. A lot of these tablets are so much more than that thing. This has about 12 gigabytes of RAM, so it's very, very quick. It's got Wi-Fi, and you can take it most everywhere. But again, it's Android. You don't need the ecosystem. And I'm a big fan of OnePlus. And finally, all right. TVs, big screen TVs. No longer, my friend, you need big screen TVs.
The bigger the better.
I want you to put this on, okay?
Okay.
All right, and this has a cord. This is from a company called Rokid. These are AR glasses, and I'm going to kind of grab my phone.
Oh, wow.
When you plug this in, this has a USB-C cord. What this does, this goes to your phone. This goes to your Xbox. This goes to your TV.
Okay.
It has a 215-inch screen.
Wow.
So you are in a movie theater watching this.
I'm a movie theater with, I assume, your lock screen right now.
Exactly. And then now I can go to email, whatever.
Yeah, let's check your email. Let's do that.
Yeah, who do you got over there? But it replicates anything that you plug it into. And so if you're a kid,
it's a beautiful picture.
It's a gorgeous picture.
Yeah.
So now, if you want privacy, no one sees it. So you could play the video games, everything. You could take these on a plane too, plug it into that tablet, and now you've got this massive screen. These are about $350.
It's so great for all those little videos you love to watch on your phone or going out. That's amazing.
Now you've got a movie screen. Father's Day gifts, and I hope if the kids are watching, get Dad one of these things. Just one, okay?
Yeah, just one. Surprise me. Michael Garfield, great stuff. Happy Father's Day to you, too.
You
and all the dads out there.
All right, we are keeping it rolling here. This is our Father's Day special here on Texas Live and Local. We just told you guys about a cooking class we can head down and enjoy, but how about heading over to Central Market and buying a couple items and maybe having Dad on the grill and put together a nice little dinner here? Juan Gonzalez joining us from Central Market, back again. He's a regular at this point. So how you doing?
I'm doing awesome, man. I'm just really excited about the weekend coming up. Yeah. Hopefully it won't be raining as much. We can get the grill out, get some fire out,
get some
dads and some kids.
There you go. You got to enjoy it, right?
Absolutely.
So you guys always have good products, good options. What do we have here today?
So this is the menu that we're actually going to be grilling on Sunday with Dad. So we're going to start off with a Mediterranean vegetable and halloumi cheese, with the cheese that you can fry, you can grill. It's really nice, kind of a sheep and goat's milk cheese. Super duper good. We grilled some pita bread with some tzatziki sauce. It's an amazing dish. Everyone loves it, adults, kids. Yeah. So it's really, really cool, really fun to skewer and get the kids involved. And then we'll move on to the main dish, which is beef, right? Yeah. Dads and kids love beef. So we have some beef skewers here with some mushrooms, And really simple. Again, we're doing it simple for the kids' sake. And then we're gonna get some smashed potatoes and grill those with some herbs.
Yeah.
In this case, we're using some rosemary, but you can use any herbs that you like. But it's a nice little side dish, potatoes, nicely seasoned. Kids love potatoes. So it's really a lot of fun.
They do.
Yeah, and then we'll finish it with some grilled peaches. Grilled peaches, we have some blueberries that have a little bit of spices on there as well. Again, very Mediterranean. And with a big scoop of HEB's 1905 vanilla, man.
You don't get any
That's
better than
amazing.
that,
That's
right?
amazing. Very Texas. And it's just an amazing spread that we're going to be having for the kids. And dads.
Grilled fruit in general,
Yep.
whether it's peaches or I've even had grilled watermelon once before.
Absolutely.
It's amazing off the grill.
Yep. So that's a great dish is having grilled watermelon with some of this grilled halloumi cheese, right? Because it's almost like a feta. And it goes really well with watermelon, maybe a little bit of basil, some balsamic vinegar, and you are going to make someone really, really happy with that dish. I can tell you that. And we'll teach you how to do all that.
Central Market is always great. You guys get any specials? I know you do a cooking class and stuff sometimes, right?
Yeah, so actually we do. For the month of June, we do have 20% off on our classes for June. And it's just basically CM June 20. So C as in Central, M as in Market, June 20, and you'll get 20% off this particular class that we have on Sunday. We have a few seats left, so don't hold off on those.
Yeah.
And then any class in June, actually, you'll get that 20% discount.
Yeah. How do you come up with the menu for like this Sunday? What are you guys doing?
So we just kind of collaborate. We have a great team. As you know, we have cooking schools all throughout Texas, Central Markets throughout Texas. And we just kind of get together and say, hey, this will be a fun menu to do. And so they're tested, tried, and amazing. And one of the best parts of my job is testing these recipes.
Well, that's a great way for me to just test this recipe. I mean,
Right.
It's part of my job, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm
Absolutely.
gonna just grab one of these kebabs here and give it a go. All right. You gotta keep the people entertained. It's up to you now. You gotta carry the show. You gotta carry
I
it.
would
What else
say,
is going on?
we have this great spread. You can do the same dishes here at Central Market. It's a lot of fun. And even if it rains or the weather's not that great, trust me, we have covered patio. You can grill outside. The weather's always nice. And you're going to just really enjoy it. And you get to eat. You get to eat everything that you make there. So
And beef is really good. It's super tender.
Yep.
Now, is some of the stuff can we buy some of this like pre-made?
So
not just like the steak, you have to do it yourself.
Yeah,
but
no,
is it
I mean,
seasoned?
yeah. So we do have our chef prepared dishes there. You can walk in, grab whatever appeals to you, take it home, and say, "Hey, I made this." It's a lot of fun. I mean, if you have to warm it up, then you did make something out of it. So, but we do have dishes already pre-made. We have meals that you can buy. And of course, we use nothing but the best ingredients from Central Market when it comes to our classes. So you're going to get the best of the best at our store.
I approve this message.
Awesome.
How do people get in contact with you?
You can either call the store to get in touch with us, or you can just go to centralmarket.com, click on the cooking school link, then Houston, you'll see a list of all the classes that we're offering up until the end of August now, and sign up. Any questions that you have, you can email me, come see me personally.
And you're teaching the classes, right?
I have a group. I actually have 5 chefs, instructors that are certified, a lot of experience, and they do all the teachings as well. So we're always there.
I love it. Juan Gonzalez over at Central Market. Always a pleasure to have you. Last time we talked about cheese. It was National Cheese Day.
Yep.
Now we're talking about grilling outside,
Yep.
enjoying Dad. Next time, stay tuned. You don't know what's next with the two of us. We'll see what's going on. Always a pleasure, my man.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
We'll be right back. Oh, this is good. Seconds. All right, welcome back to Texas Live and Local. Man, we are having a good day here, showcasing some of the things you guys can buy for Dad to make sure he has. Well, now we're here to satisfy that sweet tooth you got. We got Nothing But Cake here, and we've got Courtney Peters and Carol Green. Thank you both for coming in and just with this beautiful spread. How are you guys doing? Good. How are you? I'm doing just fine. Okay, so talk about Father's Day. What are some of the things you guys are offering?
So this year, Nothing But Cakes is celebrating Father's Day by having a hashtag Nothing But Dad sweepstakes.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
So it's given fans a chance to win a $3,000 Visa gift card or one of 10 $100 Nothing But Cake gift cards through June 16th.
That's awesome. So how do you enter to, that's a lot of money. You said 3,000, I'm all ears.
So to enter, so guests can, they can post a picture with their dad, and they can do it on either going to nothingbutcakes.com/nothingbutdads, okay?
I got you.
Or they can download our app or post to Twitter and Instagram. And the more you engage, the more chances you have to win.
I love that. How did you guys kind of come up with that? I mean, that's really awesome for Dad, man, because then they can really spend that if they like to go outdoors, maybe go to Bass Pro or something, they can spend it in that way.
Exactly.
All right, so what are some of the flavors we have here? We got a nice little spread.
Oh, we do have a nice little spread. So our featured flavor right now is s'mores. So I'll let Courtney tell you a little bit about the s'mores.
So s'mores is a brand new flavor that came out this year, and it is made with Hershey's chocolate chips. So it's our signature chocolate bundt cake with mini marshmallows, graham cracker crumbles. It gets topped with a chocolate drizzle and then finished off with a buttery graham cracker streusel.
It's a lot of cake.
That's goodness. That's goodness.
This is goodness. So we had that, and then we brought our top. Well, I think we brought all the flavors, but our top flavors are the chocolate chip, red velvet, white chocolate raspberry. Lemon's very popular in the summertime because it's very light and fresh. We have 2 gluten-free options: chocolate chip cookie.
Yep, chocolate chip cookie and a gluten-free lemon raspberry.
And what else did we bring? Vanilla.
That's always got to be popular. Now, do all these cupcakes come with this nice little Best Dad?
So these are called buntinis, and so these are buntini toppers, and we sell them by the dozen. So, and we have more than just the dads. We have flowers, we have pom-poms, we have baseballs, we have basketballs, flowers, just about
good.
anything.
Any occasion, you guys can come in and purchase a bundt cake and find a way to celebrate. Okay, I love that. Join the club and get a cake. What's that all about here? I see that in the front.
So that's our e-club. So I'll let you tell them a little bit about the e-club.
So e-club is wonderful. You can go on our website and sign up with your email. It gives you different blasts throughout the month that we have promotions for. So our next one coming up is a buy one, get one free in our market of stores. But you also get a free buntlet on your birthday every year, which is who loves something for free
on your birthday? Happy birthday to me. That's good stuff. All right, I'm gonna taste one.
Okay.
I think you mentioned like a lemon. Was there a lemon? I heard a lemon
I do
something
have a lemon.
there. That sounded. Is it this one? Lemon strawberry.
No, that's white chocolate raspberry.
You know what? I'll do that one. That one sounds great too. Let's try it.
My favorite.
Is it really? Oh, let's go. Let's go. And where are you guys located? Where's your location specifically?
So we're.
Because I like Courtney.
Okay.
Carol.
So
I like you guys. I want to come support your location.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. And go to anyone. Go to anyone.
Yeah, there are many among the Metroplex, but we have West University and Voss and.
On the north side, we have a Conroe location, and then actually, we just opened a location today off of the West Loop, and that's in our Meyerland location.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, eating on TV is just always interesting, but this is great, and that's the raspberry.
That's the white chocolate raspberry.
That's amazing, by the way. Okay. Tell me one last time here. We're going to wrap up about the special for Dad, the $3,000.
Okay. So hashtag Nothing But Dad sweepstakes. And they can go online to nothingbutcakes.com/ nothing but dads.
Nothing but dads.
That's a lot to remember.
No, but it's okay. Again, you get a chance to win a $3,000 Visa gift card or one of 10 $100 Nothing But Cake gift cards, right?
Exactly.
And you got it from now until June 16th.
So post those pictures.
Post those pictures.
Engage.
And one other thing, the s'mores is while supplies last, so you only have from now until July 13th to get it. So stop in and get it.
All right, you heard what they had to say. Thank you guys so much for joining us here today on Texas Live and Local. I'm Anthony Antoine. Thank you.
Thank you.